Hello, this is Swami Pranava, and today I'm talking about a subject that I've heard a lot about from language learning experts on YouTube, and that is the subject of forgetting. And these experts who have learned many foreign languages successfully say that forgetting is an important part of the learning process. So in this video, I'm explaining what that means for your learning. See, when we forget, we need at that time to make an effort to remember. And that's the key point. And Luca Lampariello, who is an excellent teacher of learning languages, and I will put a link in the description box so you can see some of his videos, says that it's the effort that you make when you have forgotten something, really, that is the important thing. And he even compares this activity to lifting weights. He says this is like the heavy-duty exercise of language learning. When you study something, but you, as Steve Kaufman says in his videos, who's also a language expert, you don't try to nail it down. Many times Steve will say, don't try to nail it down. Don't try to learn it so you will never forget it. Just take the important words and phrases, sentences, whatever aspects of the language that you think are important to you, and make some effort to retain them. But then come back sometime later and see if you have retained them or not. And if you're retaining more than 70%, you're not waiting long enough, right? Or you made too much effort to remember it. You should forget at least 30%. If you remember less than 50%, then you're waiting too long, or you didn't make enough effort, or the material's too difficult. So you can adjust a little bit. But those are just rough guidelines. If you don't relate to 70%, 50%, numbers like that, don't worry about it. The main thing is, as Steve Kaufman says, don't try to nail it down. Simply learn it. Be aware you're going to forget some of it, but come back and review it. And as Luca points out, you've made that effort to recall. That's the important thing. That's the heavy lifting, is that effort. You fire the neurons in your brain to search for that information. And the fact that you can't find that information is important, because that means that you were able to do the heavy lifting. If it's easy to remember, you're doing like lightweight lifting, but you're not getting the exercise that your mind needs to work what Luca calls the spider web. The spider web is all the surrounding material that helps you to remember what you're looking for. And so you have to fire that spider web. And when you do that, then you can come back and review. You can look up what you forgot and say, oh, now I know. But at that point, you've got this spider web that you've been exercising, you've been doing the heavy lifting, you've been firing the neurons of that spider web, which is the related information, and then you have a place to put what you forgot. And that will make everything easier to remember, okay? So that's the main message. Forgetting is important. Thank you.